a where. It says on an island in New York Harbor. That tells you where the Statue of Liberty is. Who? Well, I guess technically the Statue of Liberty could be a person, but it's not a real person.
Oh, so we don't have to write this. I didn't write. Oh,
You
no,
just have to write down one. You don't have to write one from that page. Just anyone you hear while we're going through the story. Okay?
I don't know how to spell.
Sound it out. Do your best.
Island.
Okay. A young French sculptor, sound it out, named Frederick Auguste Bartholdi visited America in 1871. When he saw Belotti's Island in New York Harbor, he knew it was just the right place for a statue he wanted to build. You see a where? What is it? You remember? Yep. That sentence that says, when he saw that island. The island is the where.
I don't want to see.
Miss, you don't really need to see it. Just listen.
I don't know how to put this.
Just do your best.
The Statue of Liberty. You said we.
Just do your best.
I don't know how to do. You said put the words. You said win. Oh, you said put the word win.
Okay.
Put the word.
We're not going to discuss it anymore while we're reading. If you have questions after, we can do that. Yes. Okay. Bartholdi had created many other statues and monuments, but this one was to be very special. It was a present from the people of France to the people of America as a remembrance of the old friendship between the two countries.
Oh.
What I found on this page was a why. What does it tell you? It tells you why he wanted to build that statue.
He wanted to build it. So
Look how it said it was to be a present. So he wanted to build it for it to be a present from France to America.
and why?
Oh, yes, it's why.
We wrote. I just put in the words.
Okay.
It's
When Bartholdi got back to Paris, he made sketches and some small models. The statue would be a woman whom he would call Liberty. She would be a symbol of the freedom in the New World. She would hold a lamp in her raised hand to welcome people who came to America. She would be liberty and light into the world. We don't have to talk about on every page. If you find one, write it down.
I wrote it down. Can I see?
You don't need to see the words.
What? What page we on? I skipped. I did. On the
You don't have to do one on every page. I just want you to do one from the whole book.
Oh, it's just the Statue of Liberty and
Just any one fact. The statue would be very large and very strong. Bartholdi wanted people to be able to climb up inside the statue and look out over the harbor from the crown and torch. Many well-known artists, engineers, and craftsmen gave him ideas about how to build the statue. First, a huge skeleton was constructed from strong steel.
Ooh, I know.
We'll talk about it at the end of it. Many people worked together in large workshops. Some worked on Liberty's head and crown. Others worked on her right hand, which would hold the torch. In her left hand, she would hold a tablet with the date July 4th, 1776 written on it. This is when the Declaration of Independence was signed. July 4th, 4th of July. And that's, what is that?
That's when they had freedom.
That's when they signed the Declaration of Independence, so they were independent. And that's the United States of America's birthday.
Yep.
The arm holding the torch was sent to Philadelphia for America's 100th birthday, July 4th. And they sent that in 1876. Afterwards, it stood in Madison Square Garden in New York City for a number of years. Liberty's head was shown at the World's Fair in Paris. During this time, visitors were able to climb inside and look around. In this way, money was raised to pay for the statue. So first, they just sent her arm. And then, they just sent her head. They sent her over piece by piece. Because you remember how we said it was really, really, really tall? So do you think they would have been able to send that whole statue on one ship at one time?
No.
That would have been a really big ship. Then, skin of gleaming copper was put onto the skeleton and held in place with iron straps. As the huge statue grew, all of Paris watched with great fascination. Finally, in 1884, that's a date, that's a win. In 1884, Liberty was completed. So, I said, when was the Statue of Liberty completed? 1884. There was a big celebration in Paris. Paris is a where? Where was the celebration? In Paris. Ooh. Many famous people came to see her. Only a few had the energy to climb all the way to the crown. It was 168 steps to get all the way up to the crown. Then began the hard work of taking Liberty apart for the long voyage across the Atlantic Ocean. Each piece was marked and packed into a crate. There were 214 crates in all. They were carried by train, then put on a ship to America.